I have a guitar for you.
Drop a like if you love Pawn Stars. Hey there everyone, what's up and welcome back to another video. Pawn Stars has been a fan favorite since its first episode hit the screens. The show projects some cool artifacts and historically valued objects. Mostly, both the ends strike a fair deal, but the show has had a rare share of sellers deceiving the staff. Let's take a look at the 10 times the Pawn Stars family, the Harrisons, were scammed. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Alright, let's get started. Number 10. The Legends Uniform. Well, Corey obviously didn't go in the right direction with this one. Corey seemed to be blind when this uniform of Willie Mays showed up at the Gold and Silver pawn shop. Chum Lee warned him not to sign the deal since the autograph on the jersey looked fake, and no dirt stains were proving that this was worn at a winning game. Corey still gambled for a whopping $31,000, only to discover the shirt was fake and worth only $3,000.
You come across this? It's a family heirloom. My uncle acquired it in the late 60s, and when he passed...
Number 9. Welcome to the party. The old man seems the most experienced and sensible of them all, but he has his fair share of troubles as well. The old man's true intentions cost him very much when he invited members of the infamous bike gang Vargas to his house for a fundraiser. The gang, though, had no pure intentions and was planning to pull a slush fund for some legal coverage of a busted mission. Rick issued a statement claiming his father's obliviousness. Number 8. A rookie's mistake. Corey had grown up in the pawn shop practically, but his rookie days brought some serious trouble. He was just 18 when a man came in with 6 Rolex watches and ripped him off completely. The poor naive Big Hoss suffered a loss of $4,000 with his family. This mistake led him to make wiser choices in the future though.
Spent about $4,000 on the 6 fake Rolexes.
Number 7. Robosaurus. Come on, we all know that Chum Lee is the best part of the show. Let's look back at the time he wanted a car-eating Tyrannosaurus Rex, and if it wasn't for the Harrisons, Chum Lee would have suffered badly. What interested Chum Lee was the cool way this cool 80s robot devoured cars. But the seller asked for $1 million, and that's when the Harrisons pulled him back saying it was too much and a waste of money.
You never have to tow a car again.
It is a money-making machine. It can be rented out. It can be...
Number 6. Chum Lee welcomes trouble. Well, he has a flair for trouble too. Chum Lee thought he had hit the jackpot when he purchased a Gibson mandolin guitar for $1,500. He was so proud of himself that day that he thought Rick would be too. Little did Chum Lee know that he just got scammed. The guitar turned out to be plastic and fake with forged labels. Poor Chum, he thought he was having a good day.
From the early 1930s. The thing that makes this mandolin special is that Gibson made it.
Number 5. The auction defeat. Rick thought he'd make a good couple of thousands by his 1940s Indian motorcycle with a sidecar and a Vic Flick with Fender Stratocaster played and possessed along with other items. He headed towards an auction in Los Angeles, but oh boy did he lose his money. The motorcycle was sold for $29,000 while the guitar for $35,000. These two might have been successes, but the other items brought a loss of about $100,000. Number 4. The betrayal. Did Rick even think that he was being cheated by his friends? When Rick brought his trusted Jesse Amoroso to examine Jimi Hendrix's electric guitar, which Amoroso said was over $1 million, Rick let it go, but some days later the guitar was sold to Amoroso at a very low price at an auction. Oops, Rick, looks like your friend wanted it for himself. Number 3. The Wells Fargo Ball. Rick encountered a customer who brought a Wells Fargo ball set, which he claimed was from Yuma and Folsom prisons. He could smell something wrong, but Rick pushed it back and bought it for $450, only to discover later that it was fake and he just drained his money.
70s. Originally, it was a territorial prison. Arizona wasn't even a state when it opened up.
Right.
Number 2. Cheated by the network. Pawn Stars was the only one of its kind on History Channel until the release of Cajun Pawn Stars in 2012, a supposedly southern version of the classic. What was absurd was that the Harrisons had no clue about this and felt very betrayed, claiming that History had agreed on no spin-offs deal. Number 1. The new fake diamonds. Would you be surprised that Richard Harrison wasted $30,000 on fake synthetic diamonds? He once admitted that back in the 70s and the 80s, these cubic zirconias were the evilest things in a pawnshop owner's eye. No one knew they were fake, and many fall into their trap across America. The Harrisons are quite skilled in what they do, but sometimes they just miss out on things. After all, they are humans. Pawn shops usually encounter such scammers once in a while, and the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop is no different. This brings us to the end of our video, and we really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let us know by liking the video. Stick around for more amazing content, and we will see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.